is a feeding day for Grumble, and you can see that usually I know when he's hungry. Is usually he'll start chirping at me and letting me know that he's hungry. I usually try to feed him every like 3 to 4 days, but that might, some people might feed their Pac-Man fries a little bit more often, but I find that every 3 to 4 days, he eats everything. He doesn't leave anything behind. Um, and also, it just seems that it gives him enough time to digest his food and to pass it or whatever. I've never really had to soak him. Um, he's always just, pooped on his own or whatever. And he's had no problem pooping at all. But I'm gonna feed him today, so let me get it right. Look, Grumble. Come on. See if I can turn him around. Usually, if I turn this around, he usually turns with it. See how he's turning around a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. He usually turns around. Like when I rotate this bin, usually he'll turn around with it. See, like he sees that I'm holding this rat. Now you see him. His eyes are trained on it. Now he's gonna turn with the bin. He should turn with the bin. Come on. Put the little rat over here. I'm gonna make him work for it. I don't like him to get too lazy. And I don't like him to sit out too much where the air is hitting him. Because but you see, like, see right there, very aggressive. He has aggressive eating response. Like I said, I do it mainly every 4 days. But I know when he's hungry. I should have fed him yesterday, but because he started chirping at me. But as you can see here, man, he was very aggressive eating response, and he turned completely around and he hit his target. Matter of fact, he got him on the first attempt. So the only thing is that what usually you'll see me do, and you don't really see me do it in the other videos, is he sits out here and there is air, and you can't really see it in the video. Maybe if I do a close-up, you could see it a little bit better. His skin will dry out because of the air that's hitting him. So usually what I do is just like to keep him moist until he eats his meal. But about a month or two ago, I switched him into this container because he was getting big. But he might have outgrown this container. I do have a 10-gallon aquarium that I'll probably be putting him in this next week or two. But he is eating bigger prey items, and Grumble is very important to me. That's why I take care of him the best that I can, is because he helps me control how much ASFs I produce. If I'm overproducing, I'll go ahead and feed him a handful of the pinkies, and he'll scarf them all down, which will helps me control my ASF population. I'm contemplating getting another Pac-Man. If I don't get another Pac-Man, I was talking to Ross Reptiles. So if you don't know who he is, Ross has his own channel. He's over 10,000 subscribers. Has different kind of reptiles or whatever that he feeds. He does a lot of live feedings. Awesome guy. His animals eat great. Um, but I was talking to him about I don't really want to do poisonous. I do like live feedings. I believe they're educational, and a lot of people seem to enjoy them. We're not doing anything that these animals aren't doing out in the wild. They're catching rodents, they're catching insects, they're catching lizards. Anything that these guys feel that they could overpower, they're gonna eat. Um, and this guy got to eat, so I have to feed him um, from the ASFs that I raise for my collection, my own personal ball python collection. But like I said, I was talking to Ross Reptiles, and I was telling him that I wanted to do insects because I really don't want to do venomous. Um, for me, it's just not worth it. So I want to do camel spiders, praying mantis, centipedes, assassin bugs. Um, I want to get a baboon, king baboon spider. Um, there's a lot of these things that I have on a list that I'm gonna get, and I'm already starting to buy all the materials first, their enclosures and stuff. So when I receive them, I'll be able to have them good to go. Basically, that was Grumble's feeding, guys. I hope I didn't bore you. As you can see, he is done. Just kind of swallowing it down, and you see him, kind of going from left to right. It's just basically it's kind of pushing him down. You'll see um, monitor lizards do this. You'll see other reptiles do this, and that's just to help push their prey item down to their stomach. But other than that, he's good. You can see how it looks like he's hard swallowing. It's because inside of his stomach it's nice and moist, and the hair kind of it's kind of like basically it's kind of like the same principle of somebody who's wearing shorts sliding down a slide. It's not, you're not gonna slide down um, that smooth. So basically, that's what he does. But other than that, like I said, he has healthy bowel movements. And like I said, I feed him usually every 4 days, and he'll let me know when he's hungry too. This might just be an extra scene, guys. When I turned off the video, he kind of still looked a little hungry. He's still kind of chirping at me. So basically, I'm just gonna throw this one in and see if and he's still hungry. And throw this one in and see if and he's still hungry. Oh, but this one's trying to fight back. He's trying to bite him. Wow. He didn't hurt him. But he was still hungry. And this prey item is kind of like on the slightly larger side. So this is a sign that basically he's just growing. He's going to need a bigger prey item. I was contemplating on feeding him a larger size or not, but if he's eating two of these small ones, they equal one of those other big ones that I have. So, like I said, I don't like him to dry out of his skin. So, see me spraying his skin. They do drink through their skin. Absorb water through their skin, I mean. So I'm just going to let him eat that one, but I am not going to feed him another one. If he wasn't hungry, he wouldn't have made an attempt to feed that one, but you saw that he got real excited. And I do feed him dubia roaches. Um, Basically, he's making room in his stomach. Yeah, I do feed him dubia roaches, and he does eat them, but he doesn't get excited like he does with these ASFs. I don't know why. You could see his feeding response. He went after both of them, wasting no time. Um, I really enjoy having this guy part of my reptile collection. And I know they have, to be able to tell if they're boys or girls, usually on the front legs, on their feet, you see two little, like pinkish orangish little pads on one of their fingers. And I really don't see that on him. So if he's a girl, well, his name's not going to fit him. But I really enjoy having Grumble part of my collection, like I said. It's just amazing that he was this hungry. Just shows that he's growing. And this guy has grown like a weed. I got him when he was the size of a quarter, man. He's about as probably big as a baseball. And he grew in no time. See, what he's doing there is he's just basically moving the other ASF around inside and making room for this one. But actually, before this video, like I said, he has healthy bowel movements, uh, and I had to clean his enclosure. But he will be getting an upgrade here soon.